analysis session with Mokmik again. So from last week the gold shoot back up really rapidly, and that is very normal. Oh, why did I say it's normal? It's because from our technical analysis the price was bounced from the weekly demand zone, which is very large time frame, so its strength is very high. So that's very normal to have a very far shoot from a very big demand zone. Okay, so I will take you through that and we will make a new plan together today. So let's go straight to the charts. So here we go. As I said in the weekly time frame, so today is the first day that I came back and the first day of the week that I will go through the weekly time frame with you guys. Okay, so this is the weekly time frame that we have, and the demand zone that I drew was this one. Alright, so we have this demand zone here and also this support here, which the price used it. Okay, so if you can see, that's really beautiful at around 1810. All right, and the price shoot back up really high. Ooh, around 10,000 points. All right, so that's the weekly time frame. Do we have any supply zone here? Yes, we do. So it is going to be this one. Oopsie, let me change it into red. So we have our demand and supply zone in the weekly time frame. What about the trend? The trend here is an uptrend. Alright, so let's drop down to the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, it is an uptrend as well. So we now have this trend line. Okay, so that's a very fresh uptrend in the daily time frame that I need to update you guys, because beforehand it was a downtrend. All right, new update, daily time frame has now turned into an uptrend. All right, so what about the demand and the supply zone? So for the demand zone, I'll say the closest one is this demand zone, which has been used once here. Okay, what about the supply? The supply zone is going to be, let me check. Yeah, it's going to be this one, around the same thing, the same box as the weekly time frame. All right, what else do we have? So what we have here is actually the QM pattern here and there of the weekly time frame. All right, so at the moment I'd say that the price is now being held in this QM cell of the daily time frame. All right, so we have the QM cell in the daily time frame, but I would say that this QM cell is really risky. Why is that? Because if you remember, this big green area is the demand zone of the weekly time frame. So the strength of the weekly time frame surely is stronger than the daily time frame, and this one is the QM cell in the daily time frame. All right, so be careful. Another thing that this plan would not be my major plan is because we would require a very large price range to trade, which is a very large stop loss, very large take profit points, and it is going to take quite several days to close the position. So I would not suggest you to do so. However, if you want to try, you could, but please put your stop loss above this swing high, and the take profit point is the risk reward 1-to-1 or the swing low here. Okay, if you want to know the QM pattern, but I say this one is the QM reversal, which is going against the trend, so you need to be careful on that. All right, so that's done for the daily time frame. What about the 4 hours time frame? Let's see. Oh, so in the 4-hour time frame, we are having our new demand zone here, but this zone, I would say, okay, this one is formed from the speech from Biden. So this demand zone is weak, okay, because the demand might not be a true demand. It might be just because people are panicking due to the reports and all sorts of that, okay, so be careful even though we have such a big imbalance here. All right, if you want to go and enter a trade here, you need to wait for the confirming signals, okay, very important. You can't just place a pending order here because the zone is quite weak, okay. What do we have here is actually the round number at 1890, 1880 and 1870. That's quite a large box as well, so that's another reason that you need a confirming signals here. Otherwise your position is going to be very large, okay. So yeah, we have this support at 1890 at the moment for the 4-hour time frame. What about the supply zone? We have the supply zone here. It was formed by the news as well, by the report as well. So this supply zone is weak too, okay. So this supply zone is going to be around 1912 to 1928, very large as well. So let's drop down to the smaller time frame if we are going to have a plan here. Are we going to have a plan here? I would say for selling, you might check for the classic divergence here, and we will enter at around 1.27 to 1.61. Okay, so the price would be at 1917 to 1922. 1917 to 1922. Be careful though if the RSI is following the price, meaning that the price making a higher high and the RSI is making a higher high as well, you need to cancel this order. The only thing that is allowed for selling here is that the RSI is not following the price. So the price making a higher high to where we are waiting, and the RSI is not making a higher high. So this one is a classic divergence that we had as a confirming signals to enter this selling position. All right, so that's clear for the selling plan. What about the buying plan in the 1-hour time frame? I would say that this demand zone, is it a demand zone? Yes, but it's not that strong. Why is that? If you can tell, can you see the upper wick of the candlestick is really long, meaning that there's a lot of selling power there before it's formed a new buying power there. So this zone very tricky as well. You will need confirming signals to confirm this. All right, but I would say that a very safe plan is going to be at 1890 because it is in a zone, but it is a very strong support for you. Okay, so it's the supports. Can you tell that? It used to be a resistance once, twice, and the third time. So once the price break this resistance, it will turn itself into a support. So I would say for a buying plan, please wait at 1890 is going to be the safest one. Even though we have a demand zone here, please check for the confirming signals here. All right, it could be a chance that okay, the price might make a high twice here, and then we will have a signal for buying at 1890. as well. Alright, so that's done for today. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and also please click the subscribe button for us. Thank you very much, and don't forget to follow me on the Bravo Trade Academy Global. I will be publishing my English content, which are the trading tutorials, if you want to know the knowledge behind my plans, all of the plans that we go through together every day. Alright, so check them out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.